Hello everyone, welcome to my first review. Today we're going to be checking out the DC Multiverse CW Flash. So, let's get into it. First off, we're going to go with the box. So it says DC Multiverse, there's a light glare. It says DC Multiverse, and the Flash, he was in a running pose in the box. He has a very nice box insert, just like a comic style thing. On this side, it says DC Multiverse, the Flash again, and the McFarlane toys. On the back has a very nice image of the Flash action figure. And it says the Flash from the Flash. And then DC Multiverse again. And then on this side it says the Flash. The Flash. I think I already showed that. And then it has 22 points of articulation. So now let's do his accessories. So he comes with this very nice trading card, which I like a lot. The back says the Flash and has his data file. You can pause to read that if you would like. And he comes with this very nice Speed Force effect that slides over his body, which I'll show you once we get Flash out. And then he comes with two identical lightning bolts, because he threw a lot of lightning bolts in the show. Season 9 has not been my favorite so far. And then he comes with just the normal base for him. So that's all of his accessories. So let's bring out the Flash. Alright, here he is. So he has a very nice head sculpt. If I can get it to focus. There we go. He has a very nice head sculpt. Does look like Grant Gustin to me, at least. I've seen people say that they don't think it looks like Grant Gustin. It does have all of the proper panel lining and stuff on his head. I do like the gold there. Very nice. He doesn't have the... Oh no, he does kind of have the side eye a little bit, which is a little unfortunate, but doesn't really bother me too much. He does have on his upper torso here, he has a very nice Flash symbol. I really like that. And then he has the nice, like, leather. You can, from looking at it, it looks like leather, even though it's just rubber and plastic. He has a very nice gold lining down his torso and on his back too, which is very nice. With Transformers figures, a lot of the times their backs are not detailed at all, so it's very nice to see DC do some detailing. And then down here he has the lines on his side and more rubber detailing, and this very vibrant gold belt. I really like that. And now to his arms, he has more of the gold lining and the leather effects coming down it. Then he has the gold cuffs on his, oh my gosh, his forearm. And then he has, can I get this to focus? There we go. Alright, I was able to fix it. So he has nice red detailing on the fingers with the nice rubber leather texture. Red is a little off-putting right there, but that's fine. He does have the little trigger fingers so that he can hold his lightning bolts. Then everything's the same on this arm. Move that down, and then come down to the legs. He has more very nice gold lining and leather. I do like, this is kind of a different texture from all this, the kneecaps, which is very nice. And then the boots, I love these. I love the gold they have on the boots. And then the feet are very nice also, with the pegs for his stand. So now that we have all the detail out of the way, let's get to the articulation. So his head seems to be on a dumbbell joint, I think, or ball joint. I think it's a dumbbell joint. Yeah. So you can get up to that far, which is very nice up. You can get down, not as good as up, but I still like it. And then you can do the 360. You can tilt side to side, which is very nice. And then he has on his arms, you can do the 360. You can go up to there, so you can get him into the T-pose. Kind of a T-pose. He does seem to have, butterfly joints, which are very nice since he's the Flash. And then he has elbows. Pretty sure they're double jointed elbows. I really like that. It doesn't really look, like the elbow does not look that bad when you do that. And then, let me just straighten it all out again. And then his wrist is on a ball joint, or a ball joint and a hinge, it seems. So you can kind of get him to move his hand around. Not much, though. And then he can arch back. Oh, don't move his legs. He can arch back that far, which is pretty decent. See, I thought he could go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, he can arch back that far. Then he can hunch forward, not far at all, which is fine for me. I saw some people were upset about that. This is like an older figure. I just got him since he was on sale on Amazon. And now he does. This is, okay, can't really rotate that much up here. You can't rotate at the waist. His legs can kick up to there, which I don't think, unless you like put him in like a pose like this and keep him there for like a week or whatever, I don't think that would warp it. And then he can kick back to there, but like the diaper butt just kind of gets in the way. And then he can go that far and then up to here with his leg, which is very nice. So, and then on the foot, you can do the full 360. And then it can move up and then move back. And then you do have the toe articulation right there. Okay, so that's a nice range of articulation. So now I'm going to show you guys like a slideshow of a bunch of poses I got him, and then we'll come back and look at how the accessories combat with him. Oh, a little disclaimer. I was also just fidgeting around after the review and found out he does spin at the waist. Mine was just super tight. And I also forgot to mention that he can do the split. Okay, now that we're back, hope you guys like the slideshow. You can take his Speed Force effect, and it slides right over his head onto his shoulders, like so. It does look very nice. It is very thin, so if you do have him or get him, I would be careful with how thin this is. And then you bring in his lightning bolt, which is this is a very thick and rubber like. Then it just slides into his hand. There, I think you guys can see that better than the other one. And then it slides into his hand. I only got one finger on it. Like that. So it does fit into his hand rather nicely. I do like that. And now let's take off his accessories. He does come with an identical other lightning bolt. And then his base just plugs into his feet like that on either side. So you can have him stand on it and get him into the running poses like this, because he doesn't really balance without it. Like, he'll stand without it, but he doesn't balance in a running pose without it, because there's nothing on his feet keeping him up except for just the one other foot. So he kind of falls over. But let's size compare him. Okay, so here is Grant Gustin's Flash, and we're going to compare him quickly alongside. Since he goes for $23, that is the same price point of a, it's actually $2 less than a Transformers Deluxe. And this is how a DC Multiverse McFarlane for $23.99 scales to a Transformers Deluxe, which is now $25.99 or $24.99. So there's that, and now we'll bring in another DC character that I have, which is also by McFarlane. It is not part of the DC Multiverse line. It is the Mortal Kombat Joker. So if I can get Joker to stand up straight. There we go. Grant Gustin's Flash is taller, but it does scale very nicely. And then, just for the heck of it, we will bring in the Ninja Turtles Michelangelo. I did drop one of his things. So he does tower over Michelangelo. I've had this one for a while. So that is how well he compares with some other figures. And here the Flash is scaled up against a Star Wars Black Series. So there is an inch difference, because Star Wars Black Series does 6-inch figures and DC McFarlane does 7-inch figures. So I hope you did like this review. I would recommend, if you are a Flash fan, especially of the CW show, this one is also based on his Season 7 appearance. So if you are a CW Flash fan, I would recommend picking him up. I found him for $17 on Amazon. So, do make sure to like and subscribe. And I will have a review out with the Mortal Kombat Joker, along with the Heath Ledger Joker, which I did also order from the Dark Knight trilogy. I'll also have a Batman, not Heath Ledger Batman, Christian Bale Batman from the Dark Knight trilogy review, both coming out within the next 2 weeks. So, make sure to like, comment what you think about the figure, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.